All the products in front of me today are from the Klein New Products website. So all of these products are from the new products section of their website. Klein did send these out to me to review. I will be giving my honest thoughts and opinions. I am not being paid for this. All I did was get the product from Klein. So let's get into it. And the first thing I want to show you is a problem I have with Klein and how I think they fixed it. As you know, I switched from the Milwaukee Packout to the Klein ModBox because I like the way the Klein ModBox drawers roll with ease. I like their layout. I like the features that they have. The innovation they have coming up with these half-size drawers is just awesome. But I do have one problem with this one specifically. Now, this would work the same with full-size or half-size. These happen to be the half-size. Most of the time, you know, you would put your organizer box on top of your stack. Now, there's some times where I don't want the organizer box on top. I want it on the second layer where I could just lift this up very easily if there's just one box there to get into my screws or hardware or what have you. When you do it with these, you got a problem, and I'll show you what it is. So as you can see here, you can't access the latches now. You try to unlatch it, you can't get them out. I'm sure they got a lot of comments about this, wanting a fix, and they did fix it. So let's see how they fixed that. So this is how they fixed it. They came out with the MBX. Now these older style were the MB series for ModBox. This is the MBX series. It's got different latches here where they're not the latches, they're just these little latches on the side. So when you put these on now, you can see you got full access. All you do is click these latches and you can lift it up. Very ingenious design. Thanks, Klein, for coming out with that. Now let's take a little bit closer look at this MBX box. Okay, so here it is turned around. Let's see, you just push these in and it opens up. Close it, it locks tight. Now to get this off, of course, you want to just click that. Let's take a closer look at these latches here. Now if you can see here, you got this little hook right here. You see how that's got a little hook to it? And up here, you got this little spring steel. And here you got this little spring steel. So when you push that latch outward, it releases it from this spring steel. Now I'm not going to go too far into this, but one of the main differences is the layout, the make of these and the layout of these. As you can see here, these just typically have 3 bends to them, just 2 dividers. These new ones have 3 dividers, so you get more coverage. Of course, you can take them out and move them around as you want to. But also in the middle here, you got this little section where you could add whatever you want to in here, or if you just needed more screws or anything else small, you could put in here. As you can see in the front, you've also got room to put things. So it is just a complete different layout from what they had. They've also added the ability to fit these small mod boxes on here. You got 2 little catches here. Click them down. Click it down. These are on tight. Now the question is, will it hold this larger? Now this is another new release I did on the last new release video. This is a deep well socket set, SAE and metric. Comes with this nice handle with the carrying handle, but this thing is very large and very heavy. Let's see if it'll fit on here. Yes. It fits on nice. Okay, this is the Klein Tools 56073 rechargeable handheld folding work light. It's 500 lumens. It gives you 13 hours on low. This head does swivel around. We'll take a look at that. It's a 2-meter drop protection and IP54 rated. It is USB-C chargeable. Let's take it out. Now, if you'll notice, these now I'm doing all have been opened. They weren't open when I filmed them at first. I forgot to turn on my microphone, so I'm doing it all over again. The joys of filming. All right, so let's turn that off. Now to open it, you see here you have a little thumb latch. You can just open it here. Or if you want to, this side is cut out here. You can just grab the side and open it. I didn't even read the directions. This thing's so easy to operate. So to turn it on, you long press it. You know what? It turns on to whatever it was on last. So now we'll long press it off and we'll long press it on. Okay. So that looks high, that looks like high. No, that's high, medium, low. So you get short press it for your high, medium, low. You double click it and you get your light on the end. We'll double click it again. We'll go back here, then we'll turn it off, and it will be on that setting when we return. Now, here is your USB-C charging port here. And you'll see this light down here below it. See, it turned green there. If you go through, this little, it's cut out there. So this is your battery indicator right here. So you can just press it, short press it, it'll tell you what your battery is. It is green. I just got through charging this. I tell you, this thing's got a nice rubberized finish to it. It feels really good. You would think it'd be hard plastic, but it's not. It's got a rubber finish to it, and it's really, really grippy. What I like about this is, unlike my other, used to be my favorite light, which it still is. I like this light. This is the Icon light. There you go, Icon. Now with this light, say it's on a air handling unit, I'm working below it and I want to tilt the light down. Now this light, you got a full bar here. This is your big light. You have a small light on this side, but this head does not rotate. So I'm stuck with the small light. I have no way to use that big light aiming down, because you can press it, it just goes out to there straight, and it won't go at an angle. So you're stuck. Now with Klein, what they did is they actually made this rotate. As you can see, this rotates around. So this is nice. It is magnetic base here, as you can see. Just a very nice light. So 500 lumen, 500 lumen is pretty good for what I'm going to be using this for. Everything I use these standard bar lights for, folding work lights, is pretty close. I'm not using them like a spotlight or anything. Of course, you can use this inspection if you want to get far inside something and look, but typically these are just sitting up like this under a sink on an air handling unit, going down where I'm working on it, doing anything, or outside on the condenser. That's what I use these for. So nice rubberized finish. I tell you, I really like this Klein tool. So this is the Klein Tools magnetic folding work light. I'm not even going to try to put this back into packaging. This is the 65456 MAGM. It's the 6-piece magnetic color-coded hollow shaft nut driver. This is the metric. They do make an SAE. This goes from 6 millimeter all the way to 13 millimeter. And let's take a look at it. Let me get this out of here. So this is a 13 millimeter. If you could see here, it does have etching. Now this is not engraved. It's just etched in number 13. But it does have on color-coded end where it's got number 13 also, if you can see that. So these are very nice. I tell you, I really like this set. I've never had a dedicated set of nut drivers. Now I do have a dedicated nut drivers that just have a 1/4-inch hex shank that you could put into a handle like this, or either a driver, or an impact driver. But I like these. It's all chrome finish. You got your typical Klein handle here, cushion gripped handle. Your yellow acetate, just like all the other Kleins I've got. And like I said, you do have your color coding here. And if you look, these have a hex shank on them, to where if you need to really get down, you get a pliers wrench and really get a hold of it and help you release this if you want it to. So you got a nut here. That's nice to have. I tell you, that's a good feature versus just being all round like my other ones are. Now this one is magnetic, as you can see here. Let me see if I can get you in here where you can see. You can see this little inside liner here. That liner right there is a magnet. So your shaft goes all the way through, as you can see. Shaft go all the way through. This is titanium, so the magnet's not going to stick to it. And then you've got this magnetic liner here. The Weehas I have are not magnetic, and man, a lot of times I wish they were magnetic, because I get through using them, pull it up, and the nut goes rolling away somewhere. So these are going to be nice to have. So that's the Klein Tools magnetic nut driver set in metric. And like I said, they do also have them in SAE. Let's see what's next. Okay, what's next is this. It's the 32-piece knurled hex bit socket set. It's the part number 65233HEX. It is SAE and metric. The SAE starts at 5/64, it ends at 3/4. The metric starts at 2 millimeter, which is tiny, and goes all the way to 19 millimeter. And these are ModBox compatible. Now this is the same kind of case that I showed you earlier that the deep well sockets were in. It's the exact same kind of case. So this will go on that ModBox organizer also. It's got a handle on here. Let's open this up. And there you go. So you got 1/2-inch units here. You got 3/8 on the top and the bottom here. And then here you got a 1/4-inch drive. So let's take a look at this 1/2-inch drive first. And these are really nice. I mean, engraved in here, Klein tools. This is a 9/16 engraved in, very large writing. You can see it very well. And this knurling here is nice to have because you could actually get in, start your screw before you start ratcheting on it. So I do like that knurling. And nice hard steel, nice chrome finish here. And knurling does seem to have a nice finish on it. So here's your 3/8. Again, Klein tools. This happens to be the 1/2-inch. Again, nice knurling on each one of them. So that's your 3/8 inch. Now we'll go to this 1/4-inch. You can see very small, but the writing is still very legible. This is 7/32. Knurling on the end. Very nice. Seems like I'm finding these more and more on things I'm having to put together. They're not regular nuts, so you have to have a hex bit. They're insert into the, or they're inset. The hex bit is inset into the nut, so these things come in really handy. And it's nice to have a full set like this of SAE and metric. Okay, that's it for the new releases. We may have another new release coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll see. We'll see what I get in. But if not, make sure you go to that new products page. They've got some awesome new products there on the Klein site. And we'll see you next Monday on the Tool Haul.